Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Ooh. Okay, so, huh?
I'm here.
All right. I like this little Fred dude. Whatever, I don't know how to say his last name. He got some little jazz, little beats.
Okay.
They
I
be
thought it's
free.
kind of like an Afro beat, and then with a
It
little.
is. It was Afro and Spanish guitar.
Hey, them Spanish beats be hidden, but them Spanish beats be African beats for real. They might well just say Spanish beats. I mean
Uh,
African beats.
I guess they gonna call it what they want to.
Hmm.
Afro, Afro Latina, whatever that shit called. Oh Lord. Okay, PM713 enters the live studio. What it do? All right, so on tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts, we will be going back to our roots with Sap Sucka Sunday, and we will be discussing a plethora of topics in an improv style conversation. As always, we will talk our sass and get off task in our West Tennessee lingo. And for those of you who do not know what Sap Sucka Sunday is, I'm gonna let Nafisa tell you.
Sap Sucker Sunday was our original format where we just kind of freestyle, um, just talk about topics. This is when we first started doing podcasts because we had a vision, but we
But
really
where does
didn't
Sap
have
Sucka Sunday come from?
Sap Sucker. Oh yeah, Sap Sucker is means you a coward, you a sap
Who
sucker.
created that shit?
It really
They
is
know the
referred,
name is?
huh?
What's his name?
Who?
What?
Oh,
I thought that was
oh
some
yeah,
West
yellow belly
Tennessee
sap
fly
sucker,
shit. Huh?
huh?
They
The
wasn't
what?
no player fly shit.
Well, yeah. Player Fly used to say Sap Sucker, but
I thought
originally,
he did. Where it come from though?
yeah, I mean, for us, and we related to our West Tennessee heritage and where we come from. This Player Fly always he stayed called the saying Sap Sucker. So Sap Sucker is really it refers to the yellow-billed sapsucker, which drills sap wells, and it gets their name from drilling shallow wells, and they carve out a tree trunks. And
I
so
didn't
most
play
people,
a fly
when they
shit.
refer to somebody as a sapsucker, that means you're a coward. You're a yellow-bellied sapsucker.
I'm gonna start calling people that fucking sap sucker. But I'm gonna put a E, not sucker. I'm gonna say sucker.
Yes. So in it's the actual woodpecker. But when you calling somebody a yellow belly, I think white people say yellow belly. Black people say sapsucker.
I just call you a punk ass motherfucker.
Call you a bitch ass motherfucker. So it means they are coward, lacking courage or nerve. The insult suggests a person is easily frightened and timid.
Mm.
You old sapsucker, get your ass over here. So yeah, that's where it come from.
What's that?
Dear, I'm cutting the heat off in my car. My booty is hot.
I got seat warmers in my car too.
I know them the best things ever. I got a seat warmer and a steering wheel warmer. Jesus,
Yes. I don't
I
know how
know,
to
right?
uh,
Oh, you don't. You got to
I
sit
know
down
how
and
to
sit with
turn the
that.
seat thing on. I don't know how to turn on the steering wheel.
Wow, it ain't no little button with
Oh
waves
no.
on it.
Oh
Well,
no.
coming from what I was, that I ain't had no heat in my other car. My Xterra ran out of heat like 2 years ago, and the only heat that I would get in the wintertime was when I drive over 60 miles per hour, and the heat off the engine used to come in the car. Ah.
Well, better than nothing. My car ain't got no. You better not turn that shit on. Fuck around, cut off.
You can't cut the heat on. It
Hey,
keeps.
I don't know.
Uh,
Don't turn on nothing but lights. That's it. If that shit start making weird noises, turn it off. I don't know. I'm not fixing nothing. You better quit riding all over motherfucking city like that shit. Get somewhere. That is for school and practice. All this extra shit you be doing. All right, keep it up. See what
Yeah,
happens.
like 5 mile radius.
Man, I just put some tires on there too. She better quit playing.
Okay. I don't know. Keisha might surprise y'all.
No,
Y'all
Keisha
know.
doing good though. Let me stop bullshit. Keisha doing
Right.
good. Keisha doing.
Right. Because these new cars is what scare me. I enjoy them, but a new car, you damn near got to take it back to the shop to get fixed. So I worked at Enterprise rental car for 10 years. And anything built after 2010 and newer, really getting into 2015 and newer. The newer cars, they built these cars to only last for 6 to 7 years, theoretically.
Mm.
So,
Made me think
and that
about
in six to
charge.
7 years is when you pay it off. And then once you pay it off, if you buy a brand new, it's time to buy a new car. So, yeah.
Well, mine lasted me for when I got that car, it had 12 miles on it.
And what year was it?
2014.
So yours lasted 11 years.
She ain't dead.
Okay, come on.
She ain't
Well, my
dead.
ex Terra is a 2008, and I got it in 2012 with 67,000 miles on it, and it lasted me until this year. So
Oh, you
12,
left.
I had it for 13 years.
I sure hate a car note. God damn.
I do too. And car notes now are not cheap, bruh. You cannot tell me. I don't know nobody paying under $400 for a car note.
Me neither.
They said if you are, that bitch you finna be paying for 7, 8 years.
Yeah. Shit, you still might be paying 7, 8 years for $600. Shit.
Exactly, bro. That is not. I don't know. And then people be talking about interest rates, bro. No, that is called price gouging.
Mm.
Interest rates are, yeah, they're high, but it's not nothing compared to when you spending $40,000 for a fucking car. That's just insane to me. Like that is
Why do they?
beyond
I
insane.
just be trying to figure out at what point. I really just want to ride my bike.
I really, hey, folk be in Chattanooga, they be riding on them electric bikes, going to work and stuff. Like, bruh, they be
All
looking
the
like little
thing is,
clowns.
if it rain, I ain't going. I'm not. I ain't gonna be
Or
able to make it today.
or I seen a dude on a scooter. Uh,
Mm.
uh, I was like, is he really finna ride? Girl, it had a little seat on it and everything. It looked like them little scooters that used to be riding downtown and stuff. Electric scooter, but his had a little seat.
Mm.
Ain't no way I ride that shit
I would.
beside no car. I would not on no
Not
highway.
on no interstate or no shit like that. I
Nah,
ride on the sidewalk.
yeah, I ride the sidewalk. I don't even think I'm gonna ride in no bike lane on that bitch for real.
Well, if what they
Um,
do just plug it in the wall.
oh, they charge it up.
I ain't mad
Them
at that.
motherfuckers- They be going about 35, 40 miles per hour.
That's how fast I was riding my bike down that hill at Muse Park and I almost died.
What hill it is?
I almost lost my balance. And you ever had the pedal slap the back of your calf muscle?
Ah,
Dog,
yes.
I was kept the face. My life flashed before my eyes, but I thought I was dead. Cause I was going there, you know they over there by the old baseball fields where they got them real steep parking
Yes.
lot. I was going down there and my foot slipped off the pedal. So and then I went, you know how your feet hit the ground and I was so I couldn't even get back on the bike. I had to walk that motherfucker home.
Ah.
I was nervous. That shit scared me. And it hit my leg I had a outline of a pedal on both of my calf muscles for about 3 days.
Mm. Dang.
That was some scary shit.
Ah.
I haven't rode down that hill ever again.
That's like Snake Hill, bro. We used to ride down Snake
And
Hill.
Old Hickory.
Yes.
Yeah, back off in there. We used to call it camelback something. Camelback.
Snake Hill?
I don't know, but we called it camelback. Shit, I
Ah,
remember riding back there. Roly poly got in my eyeball.
how
You
roller
ever had
poly
a
get in
roly
my.
poly in your eye?
No, I have not.
That should have make
A
you.
roly poly is kind of big.
It was a little. I don't know if it was a baby one, but it was a roly poly. The tree branch slapped me in the face, and that
Ah,
shit got in my eye. I had to get off of that motherfucking bike.
ah,
Your eyeball, anything that happened with your eye will kill you.
it sure will. My eye been feeling swole for the past week. My right eye, it keep feeling like a stab want to show up, but I ain't got no stab, and it's real tender in the corner where my tears come out. So I probably need to cry.
That's what I was going to say. It sounds like you need to cry.
I cried yesterday. At homecoming.
Lord, they probably was like, somebody get this nigga a hug.
It wasn't no sad. It was a happy, sad cry.
You
But
said
I
you extra.
uh
I said you extra.
as fuck, bro. I'm so emotional. But I feel like I've had so much of a release this fall. Like I have gone through an array of emotions. I one week I was feeling good and my cycle hit and I was feeling sad and angry. And this week I
But
was
is
just
that
grateful.
how women supposed to be anyway though? Like if
Yes.
you really think
Yes.
about it, if you really are at a good place in life and you
Yes.
calm and you collective, you're supposed to be able to go through and feel all those emotions every month. That's normal, is it not?
It is, but we
But you
live in a
be so
patriarchal society.
busy that you don't have it's not time.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't
We
have
are.
time to acknowledge that shit.
Yes, and that's the thing. We live in a patriarchal society that tells women
That we
that
gotta
they have
be
to
like
be
men.
like men, right? All of this structured. You got to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go work out, get buff, like y'all training women to be men, in
I
a
don't
sense.
want to be
Like
no real nigga.
I don't either. I want to enjoy the ups and ebbs and
I might
flows.
be one, but I still want to be like I want to be. I don't want that.
I don't either.
I
I
want to be able to acknowledge how I feel and be soft and say I
yeah,
feel like this week because I know I'm finna come on my period. My emotions be so raw when I come on my period. They be like raw. Then I be crying, and then I be like, "Oh my god, I'm just not even gonna talk to nobody because by the time this shit over, with, I don't have no fucking friends."
ah, that's how it is, and
It
that's
do.
I think that's how it's supposed to be, and it's crazy that you don't I didn't really I knew this stuff. I done read books about it. I have
Yeah.
really
You experience though. You can read. That's just like when you go to school. You can like okay, you go to school to learn how to be a teacher. You or learn how to be a nurse or learn how to be anything. You do all this shit that's supposed to prepare you. But in reality, the only thing that can prepare you is experience.
experience.
It
So
doesn't
is
matter
really
what
is
it
that
is.
preparation or is that training? Is
Huh?
that is school more like training?
School is prepping. Like, unless you do like clinicals or if you're doing student teaching, all of that is kind of training. But
But
there
it's
nothing is gonna compare to your year one. Nothing.
so school is more like theory.
Huh?
Is school more like theory? Cause like school really don't prepare you for
School
real
don't
life.
prepare you for shit.
It
But
just it literally
terminology, like you have it's giving you the knowledge. If this is what you going like, if you going to school, say if you went to school to be a teacher, so they're gonna give you all of this cognitive information that you have that you're gonna utilize, and then
hmm
when it's time to actually take that cognitive information and apply it to an actual physical classroom, if you don't know how, if you can't take that shit and apply it, you could be fucked up. You're
exactly.
not going it's not going but majority of the time the stuff that you learn it's not applicable because it don't match. Like
Yeah.
the stuff that they teaching you, if I'm going to school and you and my the basis of what I'm learning is is based on rural Tennessee, but I mean rural like areas, but I'm working
Inner city.
in inner city. It's not going. I mean, a little bit, but nah. You just gonna have to get some experience. That's the experience is the best teacher in everything in life.
Right.
I don't care what it is.
So really, you just learning, like you said, just learning,
You
reading
learning the
books,
history.
memo- you memorize and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. So really, is going to school just basic theory
Yeah.
until you actually have to put it into play. Like, yeah, in theory, this is how you're gonna have to learn how to teach, but that's a theory. You got to go to school and learn and work as a teacher. So you on the fly most of the time,
Hmm.
learning stuff.
Yeah. I would love to teach how to teach.
That would be that's called a consultant. You could be a consultant,
Yeah, but then
trained a teacher,
I'd be. You right.
huh?
I could. I could.
Yeah. Well, that's the terminology you can use to make
I mean,
money.
I know what it. Yeah,
Like, cause you basically,
that
but
would be
it would be
fun. It would be fun, but then it would get draining because people be so fucking needy.
yeah, and people be set in what they have learned. And so education sometimes going to college put you in a certain mindset to where it takes away the creativity
It does.
because you're set on what you learn. Like, no, I learned this in
That ain't what
school.
they told me when I went to college. Yeah,
Right. So
motherfucker, they lied.
and so that comes down to so a lot of our education is more reptilian based
Base. Yeah,
learning.
I mean, more of everything is reptilian based. Whether
And
it's
so
medicine, education, nothing is based on
so
nothing.
let me explain when I say reptilian based. Reptilian based means that you moving off the base of your brain. The base of your brain is where you focus in and you do the same thing. You have to sit quiet, learn through repetition because you think about reptiles. Reptiles are what? Quiet. And I'm not saying like I'm not talking about in no outer space type shit. Because if I somebody hear me, they can be like, "Oh, she's talking about reptilians with reptiles." No, when I say a reptilian brain, I'm talking about the part of your brain that where you have to sit and watch to learn. And
Yeah,
learning is more of a hands-on. Some people learn better kinetically with hands-on and movement, but reptilian is a specific type of learning where you are sitting and listening and watching instead of actually
that's
hands-on.
visual.
Yes, it's
That's visual. But
visual.
I will say most people that look like you and me, especially the boys, are hands on,
Yes.
aesthetic learners.
Yes, so the reptilian brain refers to a hypothetical structure in the human's brain that is said to be responsible for primitive instincts and survival function. It's based on outdated and scientifically discredited model of the brain evolution known as the triune brain theory.
Hmm.
So this came into play in the 1960s. And the reptilian brain is the brain stem, the oldest and most primitive layer responsible for basic survival functions such as breathing, heart rate, and fight or flight responses. The
Yeah.
limbic system is the middle layer responsible for emotions, motivation, and memory. Mm,
Well,
okay, so
just
according to theory, the reptilian brain is inherited from reptiles and other primitive vertebrates, while the limbic system and neocortex evolved later in mammals and humans, respectively. Mm,
I
okay.
know that if you can't take what you have learned in the classroom and
Mhm.
apply that shit to real life, you're gonna be fucked up.
Got to learn how to make it creative.
You have to learn how to apply that shit.
Mhm.
And most people struggle with the application part.
Right. The only ones that really teach you on the go is like nursing and doctors and shit like that. They spend more time actually
But I
outside of the
still heard
classroom.
them say that what they learn is you still have to. It just come with experience. Like, but that's it.
Hmm.
That's common sense though. What you
Yeah.
learn and you in order to apply it, you have to practice. That's like playing basketball. In order to get better,
Mhm.
you gotta practice. In any sport, in order to get better, you gotta practice. Like if you trying to run routes in football, you gotta practice that shit or you ain't gonna get it.
Well, common sense ain't that common nowadays.
You know, people be dumb as hell.
That we should call that not common sense, uncommon
I
sense.
mean, with something as simple as, well, never mind.
It's
People
simple to
be
you.
stupid. You would think it would be simple, then you get to talk to a motherfucker, you be like, God damn!
And they be looking at you with their head cocked to the side, like, huh?
Like I ISIS be looking at me like Scooby Doo looking ass muff. No, let me stop.
Oh.
Hey, but you
Okay,
know
so
what I seen? I like that little what's that boy name that be rapped and shaved his head bald? NLE Chopper. I like
NLE
that little
Chopper.
song he got out. That's cute. It's
I do too. I
positive.
don't even know. I don't even know the name of it. I
Me
like the
neither.
homage that
I
he
just like
paid.
how it look. I like the video and shit. I just thought it was different.
Yeah, I do. I do too.
I thought that was
What
a.
is the? I don't even know the name of it.
I don't know. Google it.
That's what I'm doing it. It's called
NLE
Crescent Moon. What?
Okay, well, what he on? I need to listen to the lyrics. I
Oh, it's
just,
called KO. It's called KO.
I know because I seen him running with somebody head.
It was he was running with a lookalike a NBA young boy's head.
So what they got like beef or something?
I don't they had a beef, I think back a while ago, or either NLE Chopper inserted himself into a beef with that guy. But
Okay.
they came out around the same time and they were on the
I
same
thought they
type of
were
tip.
like together at one point, not like to get like that. I mean, like I thought they was like
No, they was cool with each other at one
they
point in
were doing
time.
like collaborations and shit.
No, they ain't did. I ain't never did no collaboration that I know of. But they were kind of.
I don't listen to that. I just like
I
it.
don't either. I don't either. But they came out with the same type of music geared towards little young that whatever they call it, young guys, young people. And so I think NLE Chopper's career has evolved in a different manner than NBA Young Boys. So
Yeah.
I think NLE Chopper is taking shots, kind of like saying, "Hey, you leading all these kids. You have that much power, and you are leading these kids down a destructive path.
Right.
That when you really have that much power, you can lead them in a different direction." But we have to also remember that a lot of these people in the industry are placed there for specific reasons. You know
And
what I'm saying?
that's what they call them industry plants for a reason.
Right. Because that boy, young boy has been to jail numerous times. He's been under house arrest for so many years, and now he's back out. And so they're saying he's he's controlled now because he is on some type of psychotropic drugs to
Is he?
bring. Yes,
What did they say was wrong with him?
I don't know. That was a stipulation of his release, his house release. He
To
had to
be
be on
on drugs.
psychotropic
So he was
drugs.
already on drugs and they made him get off of those to get on some more.
Yes, to get on
Basically.
some pharmaceutical drugs.
Oh, okay. Well, Lord.
Yes.
But all of it
So
can be abused though, right?
it can. It
Okay.
can. But this kind of like the whole Gucci Mane and Keisha Kayor situation, you know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my goodness.
Yes. He's being controlled by, I ain't even gonna say control hell. Well, whatever. He got all them federal charges on him, but they released him under the stipulation that he maintains that he's taking his medication to keep him in a subdued state of mind, or a pleasurable, I'm not gonna say subdued, a pleasurable, more mindful state of mind.
In a state of mind that makes other people comfortable.
Comfortable, yes,
Hmm.
exactly. So now he's more manageable. He's not as wild, he's more calm, and he's just going to work, doing his tour. So
I wonder,
yeah.
is he happy though?
Probably, I don't know. That's a good question. He probably in a sunken place.
That's what they was giving me. You know that little tea where that girl was twirling that spoon around that tea.
Hmm.
Get out. That wasn't that get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was get out. Uh-huh. It's giving he's in there like, but it's just like Cat Williams said about his son when he put his son on
And
Ritalin.
then really.
Yes, and he said
What
my
you
son
got,
would be
son?
looking, and he was like, "What you thinking about, son?" "I'm thinking about running, Daddy, but I can't even get up to run,
That
so I
shit
just gotta
crazy.
think about running." Ah, so
That's crazy.
that's wild. I mean, but I get it. But keep just like Gucci Man, his wife said that he has schizophrenia and that he's on medication that keeps him. Yeah, he and no, Gucci Mane said that on that interview. He said, "Yeah, I take medication every day." We're not saying that, it's something wrong with medication. You definitely have to do what is best for you and your mental health. But for somebody in
To
entertainment
tell
to
you
tell
that
you,
you sick.
right, or for the courts to stipulate only a way which we can release you is you have to take medication. That's wild. That's a new one.
I don't think it's new. I think it
It-
can't be no different than a motherfucker saying it. Oh, where we going? You can either go to prison or you can go to rehab. What's the difference?
you right. You right. And now he out here selling out arenas. So somebody
It's
mm, is getting their money back because he signed a big deal
that
over
shit.
so many millions of dollars, and then he got into all that trouble. He was running from the police. He was selling oxycodone and all of them pills and stuff. And this was 3 or 4 years ago. And he kept getting in trouble, just wilding out. And that was right after he got paid. So it's just coincidental how they released him, and now he's doing all of these concerts, selling out all over the country, and he has those stipulations. So
I just
mm,
still think it's
I know, but
each his
yeah,
own.
do what?
I said to each his own.
Right. So each his own. So but just beware. And because I'm saying this from personal experience. My son, from the time he was in kindergarten up until third grade, every teacher except for one teacher kept telling me to put my son on ADD medicine. They were like, "Oh, he's not hyper. He just has ADD. He's ADD. He sits in class and he just looks. He looks like he's
So if he
uninterested."
was just looking, what was the
What's the
medicine
problem?
gonna make him do?
His kindergarten teacher said that it looks like he's confused and he needs to focus in to
How
focus
much
on.
focus do you do at 5?
Girl, I don't know. The teacher was saying that he needs to focus on his work. When she gives him assignments, he doesn't do. He just sits there and looks like he's confused, and that maybe Ritalin would help, or Adderall or some type of ADD medicine would help gather his thoughts together because maybe he didn't know where to start. So it started in kindergarten. His first grade teacher, I moved him to a different school because he was in a Montessori school. His first grade teacher, I love her still to this day. Moved her to her class. She said, "Honey," she was an older lady, and she said, "Girl, ain't nothing wrong with him. He's just a little boy. He don't care about this." And so she was like, I
But
don't
that
believe in
goes back
medicine."
to when we talked about the how the school to prison pipeline.
Yes.
Shit real.
Or school, or hell, medicine to medicine, because all these kids that have
Mhm.
grown up taking Ritalin, you got kids who are taking medicine whose brains aren't even starting to develop. At 5 years old, your brain is not developed to nothing yet.
No,
And
it's
you are chemically changing them that early.
you're
Like, what effect does
making
that
them
have?
chemically dependent. So a lot of times those kids that be on those type of drugs turn over time it turns into something else.
Exactly.
And now you
And
trying to
then,
figure out why they jumped out. Cause they've been on drugs since they was 5.
or why are they depressed all the time? Why do they have anxiety?
But
Because
they
they've
ain't
been on
put none
medication.
of those feel good hormones in their brain. You done depleted them.
It depleted them at 7 years old. Exactly.
Crazy.
So, and I say that to say my son is 14 now and he's a straight A student with the exception. No, I ain't gonna say straight A. He's an AB student.
Yeah.
So as parents, you have to know and pay attention to your
You
children. I'm
have to
not saying something.
use discernment.
Yes, and at no point I don't. And this is
Tell you to put your kid on medicine. Cause
right, and
if
that's
you, I mean, teachers like we should what we have to say should be taken into consideration. But I know when I did my behavior, when I went through those classes, that they were saying that in order to do that, you have to have that child evaluated in three different settings.
mm,
So say you would evaluate them at home, you would evaluate them at school, and you would evaluate them in one other setting to see if the behavior is common.
oh wow. So really, you should basically have three concrete forms of evidence before putting a child on medication.
Yes.
That's work, crazy work, crazy work. But my thing is, why are the teachers suggesting it? My
Well,
son,
if you, I get, and I will say that it's when you were in a classroom and you in there by yourself and you got 25 to 30 kids and 10 of them,
mhm,
15 of them got behavior problems. The shit, hey, trying to run a classroom, that shit get wild. And it's only getting worse because now a lot of the children are the products of no child left behind parents. The
mhm,
parents that had been on Ritalin or ADHD medicine themselves since they was 5.
And so you got babies that's born with this stuff already
You been
predisposed.
born with dependency issues that was created by pharmaceutical meds.
Okay, so that's the root of it then. Sound like.
Hmm. So
Ooh.
it's deeper than what I think a lot of people realize, and then motherfucker just be like, "Well, you can't control your classroom because everybody in this motherfucker bad on drugs."
Ah, they are
With the
chemical
exception,
dependent.
you do have some kids that do come to school and do what they're supposed to do, whatever,
It
whatever.
could,
But it's
mm-hmm,
hard to you. A lot of times, those children don't get acknowledged because of the ones that have the big behaviors or the big emotions take
mm,
all of the attention. So then you don't get to focus on the ones that there's no positive reinforcement for the ones who are conducting themselves as they supposed to.
exactly. It's more so focused on corralling. Because when we was in school, it was more.
Always gonna the bad behavior is always gonna draw the most attention, and majority of the time those kids they don't be meaning no harm, they just want attention, but it doesn't matter what type, because a lot of times
Mm,
their home life be messed up.
so they're not getting it
They
at
not
home.
getting it, so I'm gonna just take whatever I can get.
Dang, that makes sense.
Hmm.
That makes sense.
I had a kid tell me the other day, "I'm gonna slap the shit out of you."
That's not funny, but it's
It was funny. I laughed.
funny.
That's what I'm supposed to do. I said, "Well, Lord,
I,
she gonna slap the shit out of me." Okay. I just removed myself. I said, "You know what? I'm gonna de-escalate this situation, and I'm gonna remove myself because I
if
was
you
spending.
had enough sense to remove, what about the folks that ain't got no sense to remove themselves from the
That's not
situation?
my problem. I don't know what to tell them folks. All I know is, as the adult, it is your responsibility to de-escalate the situation. I'm not finna be in there. Now, I will, banter back a little bit and try to explain why this is what's gonna happen or whatever. Because I'm just not the one to be like, you're gonna do what I say, and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm gonna give you your choice. Like, you always have a choice, but the whatever
Mm-hmm.
your decision is gonna come with consequences. So I'm gonna let you
Right.
know what those consequences are, so you know, so you can't say, "Oh, well, you didn't tell me." Yes, I did.
Mm.
If you do this, then this is gonna happen. So if you do this, then this is gonna happen. So I suggest that you make smart decisions.
So that made me think. I was looking at something earlier when you said that if you do this, this is going to happen, like cause and effect.
Yes.
So do you think karma is real, or
I
what's your take
think
on karma?
I think I think what you put out is coming back.
Okay.
It might
So
not
that's more.
it might not necessarily be karmic, but I think like
Mhm.
like what was we talking about earlier? When you do certain things,
It's a reaction for every action.
every action has an equal opposite reaction in Newton's laws in real life. Now I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about the rest of them laws, how accurate they
Mm-hmm.
are, because people will argue them shits up and down, but shit, they have been proven. I have
Mm-hmm.
studied it in my class. I think that Newton's third law is pretty accurate. So
so so that make me think that karma is really it's a cause and effect. So people tie
that's
I was
all
it just made me
it is
think,
cause and effect.
huh?
That's all it is cause and effect.
It's
If
cause and
you do
effect.
this gonna happen. If you go and rob a bank and you get caught, what's gonna happen?
You gonna go to jail. You
You
going to jail.
understand? If you
You
fuck
going to
off
jail.
and you let the ejaculation go inside of your cervix, what's gonna happen?
You gonna have 4 children like me and probably need some more.
Ah, well, damn. I'm not having four. But I'm just saying, it's always whatever decision you make, there's gonna be a consequence. Now, whether you like that consequence, that's up to whatever decision it is that you make.
So this lady said that karma is not real, but it's never a moral because it's not a moral punishment nor cosmic revenge.
Right. It's not. I mean, if you think about all the fucked up shit that a certain sector of people has done, but they continue to succeed until here lately, it can't be karma. I mean,
It's,
I
it's,
personally believe that if you do
mhm,
fucked up shit gonna come back over time. It might
mhm.
not come back to you. It might hit your kids. That's like
Your
now
kids.
these people
Mhm.
are getting, I want to say, their karma.
Mhm.
Took
Some years
600 motherfucking years, but they getting it. You know what I'm saying?
in
So
different ways. Mhm.
yeah, some of it be immediate. Like if you do this, then
So,
immediately this is
so do
gonna happen.
you think that church had plays a role in making people think, and religion is making karma more of a fear-based thing?
I think religion just pushes fear anyway.
It pushes fear, but it really makes you think that karma is a bad thing, and it makes karma seem fearful.
So do you? I don't even think it's karma that they be. I think it's for pushing like sins. They don't even say karma. They say if you
They
do
say
this
sin.
sinful behavior, then you're gonna have this sinful result.
That's like that chick that it made me think about that lady I be listening on. I can't even remember her name on TikTok, bruh. When she be reading and explaining the Bible,
That one
and
lady, she real, she brown skin with the short hair.
yes, she be
Yeah,
taking me
she be
out of
cracking me
here, bruh.
up.
But you did you know she used to be a preacher? She was an
I
actual
know
preacher.
that's why it's even funnier.
She was an ordained minister. She went to school
She went
for
to theology
theology.
school.
Yes, she went to theology school and she studied psychology and she did it for years and she said I started to realize that a lot of this stuff is not what people think it
Psychological
is.
warfare.
Yes. And she's like, I had to remove myself and
Mhm,
rethink a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Because this ain't right. The way these
mhm.
churches operate and the way they do things. Because I understand you need religion. Some
I
people need
seen
religion for structure.
I seen somewhere that when they started talking about the food stamps and shit getting cut off, the satanic temple was passing out food and doing a lot of stuff, and they was like, if they can do it, why come the churches are not doing it?
Because the churches want your money. That's who's
I
finna be
see a
hurting it.
question. I'm gonna tell you what really opened my mind up to make me really question a lot of things is when I watched that TV show Greenleaf,
Ah,
and you
yeah.
see the business side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a TV show.
But they gave you the
What is it
real.
based on?
That's like the righteous gemstones, even though that's
That
a
shit is
satire.
hilarious.
That shit is hilarious. Even though it's a satire, it is giving you
That
it's
shit
giving
fun.
you insight to
Shows
these
you how
mega
people
churches.
really are. I seen this dude. No, I think it was that Deontay dude talking about when he started working. He got
Yes,
a job at a church, and
yes.
he was talking about when you see how the people backstab each other and
And be cussing each other out in the background, behind the
I ain't got
scenes.
time for this shit. And I'm
But
not
and that's not
knocking
and we're not
nobody's
saying that
belief system. Believe what you believe, but I think what a lot of times people get carried away and put too much emphasis into the actual building and not realizing that the belief system should be put within yourself and your own Christ consciousness.
Right. I agree.
I'm not knocking the work that you put in. It's the ideology of the building is my.
Hmm. But in the Bible,
You
they
go
never
in and you
said the
say,
church
"Oh,
is the.
why you cussing in church?" But people be fucking in church.
And the thing is, the Bible talks about it's the church is not the building. The church is the people, the congregation.
Exactly.
And that's the case. People need to be able. I feel like if you're in a group of like-minded people or peers, that you should be able to be your true, authentic self.
You should be
And
able
like
to be yourself.
I
Exactly.
know, I know a lot of church. A lot of times, I would when people would go up for the altar call.
Mm-hmm.
It used to make me so sad because a lot of churches would just try to discredit and disregard people coming up there with a message, you know. Because a lot of times it be people that be ex drug dealers or they still on drugs and they
And
just need
they'll
a,
be the ones you really need to listen to.
yes, and they'll be like, oh, okay, that's enough, that's enough, that's enough, and they would just kind of shun
Because they
them or be
don't
look,
really be wanting the real to be out there. Like, be for real, man.
yeah,
Let me get up here and speak on facts. It's like I know it's a place here that at one point they used to have AA Al-Anon meetings like all day, like they would have a 8 o'clock meeting, 10 o'clock meeting, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock,
mm-hmm.
6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They don't have not one meeting there no more.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
I
So
wonder why not.
I don't know, y'all displaced all of those meetings. So what happened to those people?
It's
They
to
were
the point where,
depending on those meetings to stay sober.
because I think if you have a church, you should do something in your community.
Mm-hmm.
In your surrounding community. I really do. I am a firm believer that something outside of what you deem religious or religious based, and that's for any religion, not
Mm-hmm.
just Christianity, Buddha, all of that. Because if you think about Buddhist encampments, when you go over there, they have everything, everybody, everything in the city is being helped.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if you are and then that goes for people that aren't in churches as well. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everybody should be give something back that you can. Not, but a lot of times people think because they give financially, financial is the only thing that you have to give. No, sometimes you need time, and people just need a encouraging word. You know what I'm saying? It feel like somebody gives a fuck.
I
So
feel like
that's
this what we're doing is our contribution to the community.
yes. Be that be a light sometimes for people. I ain't saying you got to let a motherfucker just
Use you.
use you or you just gotta put yourself out there. But we're living in scary times, like seriously. Scary
Mm-hmm.
times where things are uncertain and people are uncertain. And you never know. Your niceness could change the day. Or just a kind word or a smile may change somebody's day. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to a lady and she was talking about financial depression. So basically she was like the period in my time when I didn't a period of time in my life I didn't have money. And so she said, I let the lack of money destroy a lot of my relationships because I was embarrassed that I did
Mm-hmm.
not have the money. So I didn't want people to see me at a low point without money. So I just pushed a lot of people away. Because, she was like, she's younger. And she was like, yeah, my friends will ask, hey, you want to go out and do this and do that? And she said, I started pushing people away because I really didn't have the funds to go out. And so she was just saying, don't allow the lack of money to make you shame and shun away your friends when in reality, we're in a time where I know people are getting upset about the food stamps, but really we're in a time where people are going to have to be put to the test to
Mm-hmm.
help one another and help one another in any way that
You
they
not
can.
gonna need a goddamn roommate. Shit. Motherfuckers finna get bad. Can you get oh hey. For real.
And we ain't saying like go put yourself in harm's way. No, I ain't saying go out to no homeless encampment and do those silly shit. But
Huh.
you know,
You
be of
gotta
help where
have everything that you do, you have to have discernment.
Discernment, right? Like you got friends. Hell, check in on them friends because you don't ever know
What
what
somebody
be
get
going on.
right.
Right. Check in and be like, hey, we ain't got to talk forever. How you doing?
You good?
Love you. Right. You want to go to dinner? Let's go have something to eat. And that's what I'm okay with myself now in life to where I can do that. Cause I understand where she was coming from. Mine wasn't financial depression. Mine was more so I pushed a lot of people away in my life in a lot of relationships because I wanted to appear that I was this strong person who had all my shit together. And a lot of people that I stopped talking to when I went through a period of time in life that I did not like myself. I didn't love myself.
That's what happens with most people. They
Yeah. And I was
there's a
ashamed.
level of embarrassment that you have on what's happening in your life. You don't want nobody to know. You
Yes.
don't know, those
Only a select few really are close to me. Like I
but
have a lot of
sometimes
people,
it's best to be like that to a certain extent because people will see you down and then take advantage of that too.
they will, but I only have a select few friends who really be knowing exactly what goes on. Like a lot of people come to me as friends and tell me what they have going on, and I hype them up and boost them up. And like, yeah, you can do it. When really, I be needing to do that to myself. And like, I ain't gonna say a handful, maybe like 2 or 3 of my friends really be knowing what I be having going on. Like, and this weekend, or I ain't gonna say this weekend, this the last couple of weeks has really opened my eyes. This whole month of October has opened my eyes to let me know, like, okay, it's okay to be real and be open with people. You know what I'm saying? And explain what I really have going on. Because sometimes you may get a point of view from somebody that may help you be like, hey, this is what you can do. Have you tried this? And you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I gotta go with it, but it opens you up to other options. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through things in life. So
It's okay to be
don't,
vulnerable.
huh?
It's okay to be vulnerable.
Yes, it is. And I have never really been vulnerable in my life, I don't think.
I'm mad at how hard you laughed.
that shit is that shit is real, bro. I be talking shit about motherfuckers won't shut to look a certain way. I was that person, nigga. Literally. I got to look like this strong person that got it all together. I don't. I ain't. Shit.
Me
But I
neither.
love myself now. I'm not ashamed of
I
myself
pull
anymore.
myself up out of some shit, but I let you know, hey, this is fucked. I'm fucked up right now. And
See,
then,
you
but you know what?
communicate.
I have also learned is you can't tell everybody that shit. You end up in some grippy socks.
You cannot. You cannot. Once again, that circles back to discernment. And
Don't
even the
don't tell
man,
your therapist everything. You gonna go.
right. And that's why you do just have to have a select few that you can share some of the deepest worst shit with. But like other people, like if it's like not major stuff that you feel comfortable with, share because some people may have the same story and it's not trauma bonding, it's just being open. You know what I'm saying? And exploring your options. I think we getting linguistics and words and taking words and switching all that shit up and making a thing everything a thing. Everything ain't a fucking thing. Everything ain't a trauma bond. Sometimes it is. But for the most part, we need each other.
Talking about something. Yeah, Lee.
Right,
Yeah, let me tell
right.
you what happened. You be like, you know what? I went through the same thing 10 years ago. Let me tell you what I did.
Exactly.
First of all, I quit talking to him. I didn't kill him. I prayed
Exactly.
for him to change so that I could. Shit. Just talk about this. So tell me what happened after you did that. Well, first thing I did was I quit smoking cigarettes because that shit was pushing my blood through the roof. That's the first thing I did. The second thing I did was I went and found me something to do because I can't make that nigga do shit he don't want to do. So what did you go find to do? I started a garden. Just
Okay.
I learned how
Exactly.
to do this. I went outside and taught my kids how to do this. The best thing you can do a lot of times in your life when you be going through shit is go play with your kids.
Man. Cause your kids gonna humble you and they're gonna even
And
give
you
you
gonna
that
have fun if even if
and
y'all
have
ain't doing
fun.
shit, but riding in your driveway with some chalk. Cause they gonna do
Exactly.
some dumb kid shit and you gonna be like, damn, kids weird.
And they're gonna take you out of that seriousness that adults have always felt that they had to be in.
Yes. The kids
So
say some stuff and you'll be like, but I can't believe you just soon as they hit you with their mama, watch this. No, you finna laugh. That shit finna be funny.
and children keep you in the present as well.
They
They
do.
keep you in the moment and being in
That's
the
my
present.
solution to I think any type of form of sadness is go and interact with kids. Not saying like siphon their energy or nothing, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
take you back to when you was a kid and you just be like, damn,
Uh-huh.
I ain't played outside in the rain with no shoes on since I was 8. And then now it's
Right.
raining and you go outside and play in the rain. Like, what the fuck? You get your hair
Like
done again.
Bobby Hemming said, sometimes you need to go back to that childlike state.
You
Shit.
do. And just to find yourself. Like, man, let me
And to
start over.
become and to tap into that creative side and also to take you back to
To just
your
be
imagination. Your imagination, having an imagination goes a long
it
fucking
sure
way.
do. I have a very active one.
Yeah, my imagination has been stifled, but it's coming back. I be imagining shit in my dreams though. My dreams be wild as fuck.
I don't think dreams is dream. I think dreams is another reality.
They are, cause my shit be wild as fuck.
Do you dream in color?
Yes, ma'am. They say if you dream in black and white, you finna die. That's what they say. They say you start having dreams
What
in
if
black and
what if
white.
you what if your dream? I think sometimes it depends on your brain because I've had
Mhm.
dreams in black and white, but it would be dreams in black and white because it would be like old timey shit, like how they do in movies.
Okay, well that's different. What all I
That's how
heard
my
was
shit work. But I also can dream in colors, and then sometimes in my dreams it be colors that I've never seen in real life.
okay then. Well, maybe they meant if you dream all your dreams is black and white all of a sudden for a long extended period of time.
No, I
That you
just
do
had
that.
dreams where it'd be like westerns.
Yeah. No, I ain't had no black and white dreams. My dream be in 4K.
Hmm. Okay.
I tell you what though, last week before last, I had a dream where I was observing a point of
Yourself.
view. It was like I was a god over the world, like how God would be. And I was singing. I was watching Drew Hill perform a song, and then I was singing. I felt like I was singing in my sleep,
You probably was.
and it was like a big
You never
amphitheater, big.
talked or walked in your sleep.
But I be having sleep paralysis.
I used to walk. I not walk, but talk in my sleep. You
Oh
fuck
yeah, no,
around
y'all
telling.
used to talk.
You fuck around telling yourself in your
Yeah,
damn
I
sleep.
used to talk in my sleep, but I ain't never walked in my sleep.
I didn't. I didn't walk, but I talked.
Yeah, I don't talk no more. I don't think, but yeah, I used to talk. But yeah, that dream was vivid as fuck. And that song, Kim, Sharing My
You know, if
Life.
you if you if you drink mugwort or smoke it
Mm.
or burn it like before you. I remember when my dreams was really, really, really vivid. I had to quit doing that shit. But I was burning mugwort
We
to
smoked some
say,
mugwort
like
one
to say,
time.
did nobody ask you to tell nobody this shit. Me and Angela.
With, with, some, with some passion flower. And
I don't even remember.
we smoked some mugwort, had passion flower in it.
In
And
that
something
pipe.
else. And rolled up like a joint.
Who wrote that shit up?
You. Can't be no worse than the fucking clove cigarette shit. It's
I
about
just
the
smoked one
same
of them
thing.
before too. I like clove cigarettes though, but them motherfuckers will turn your teeth orange.
Orange.
Yeah, nah, you gonna skip yellow, the bitch is gonna be orange.
Oh shit.
We trying to figure out how to get that shit off. I know this lady used to come in low when she smoked them clothes. Them motherfuckers smell so good. She got
That's
to talk to and I ain't now. I don't talk about nobody's shit. Cause I know I need to get some shit done on mine, but her shit was orange. I said, ooh wee. I don't
oh,
know what they look like now. This is probably 15 years ago. She probably dead
oh,
at this point.
she probably is not living no more.
Not
Oh,
smoking them goddamn clove cigarettes. I feel like that's probably I ain't gonna say the
I
worst, but you know what? Clove is good for you. I may
yeah.
be, but I don't feel like you should smoke that shit like no. I don't know.
Yeah, you have to be when you change the composition and stuff and smoke, it has different effects. Like if you
Yeah,
smoke
because you
something
you
versus
changing. That's
ingesting
a
it,
chemical change when you put
yeah,
that fire to it.
it's a chemical
But she
reaction.
sounded like that lady with the and when I got this box put on my throat. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And that mugwort, but you that back to that mugwort, it does. Like
That shit
I
get
was
your
watching a
brain
video.
wild.
I was watching a video. I think I sent it to you of where they do remote viewing.
But that
Because
white lady
basically,
talking.
yeah, she
Yeah.
said they give them mugwort tea before they get started.
Drink you some mugwort tea. First of all, you gonna dispel any issues that you have going on anywhere. It's coming out because it's a it's a bitter.
It's a bitter.
So that on top of if you drink mugwort tea for about a week,
Mm.
in about a week, your dreams gonna be wild as fuck.
Oh
You
wow.
might see the future
I probably need to drink that when I'm off
because
for
it's
some
good
days.
for like psychic enhancements.
Mm. And
Mhm.
clarity.
So if
Well,
you took
that's
that if you drunk that mugwort and then slept with a quartz or amethyst or some shit like that, or something that's
mm.
good for dream work. I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but I feel like
Moonstone is a good one for intuition, intuitive
and
thoughts.
that peacock ore is good too.
Mm.
So if you drink that and sleep that shit under your pillow, you might be stay.
You probably gonna astral project.
You might just decide not to come back.
Okay, because that's all remote viewing is. Remote viewing is astral
Yeah.
projection, but you're astral projecting into somebody else's thoughts. Kind of
Yeah.
like that
I read
TV,
that
that
book
movie.
that
All women are psychics.
yup.
And
Yeah,
like that, or like
and it show you how to and it I was reading that book and it going through that Shaka Nova workbook. I'm about to pick that back up back and go back to my where I had stopped it. I had to
mm-hmm.
get that. Something you can't you sometimes you gotta take a break and participate in mundane activity.
You do. You can't take it all in at once because you'll fuck
No,
around.
'cause you'll be at pathway for real.
Take it bit by bit.
Yeah, you gotta do a little bit at a time because if especially, I mean, unless you in a position of where you can just do that and
Ain't got to work and
you
you
don't
ain't
have
got to
to do it
interact with
while
motherfuckers.
working and dealing with
Uh-huh.
yeah, then that's different. You could probably really just tap yourself all the way in. But if you got to get up
Mhm.
and go to work, shit, you might need to go get you a Wendy's burger.
Okay. Because I
Quick.
realize a lot of people that are in the spiritual realm and doing a lot of spiritual work are people that have money and privilege and access
Mm-hmm.
because they have time on their hands to
Or
do whatever
somebody
the
to
fuck.
pay their bills. A good
Cause
strong.
I was looking at it's a city, it's a little town in Thailand or somewhere that all of these they call them trust fund kids are taking over. Or is it in South America? It might be in South America. A lot of these trust fund kids are going down there. They look like hippies and they, be in love and light, but they're taking over the city and a lot of the
Are
locals.
they doing love and light, excluding the dark though? That's where
Yes.
my issue be is if you gonna do the love and light, you have to acknowledge your dark. Otherwise, that
But
shit's not accurate.
but they don't acknowledge they dark because a lot of them don't have no experiences where they really didn't have to be in the dark because they have access and money. So all they know
Mm.
is the love and light
It's
aspect.
love and light.
So a
So
lot of times,
that's not accurate though. I get what
uh-uh,
you're saying, but I think that's false. That leads to some false.
false hope.
Yeah.
And so, and I'm just saying that to say, people be careful as well when you're on the internet listening to these people that are giving you astrology and psychic abilities and reading cards and all that stuff. You have to be careful because a lot of them, their setup is totally different from your setup and what you have gone through. Everybody's path is different. And a lot of these people are sitting up here telling you to do XYZ when they have access and they've been sitting around not having to be stressed out, not having to do shit, telling you, oh, it's simple. It's this, love and light. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm living in the real world right now. I got bills to pay. I have to work. So I have to do
Mhm.
things according to what I got going on.
You have to.
Touche.
Absolutely. I agree. 100.
Well, Lord, anything else?
No, but
Yeah,
we
and
didn't
we
do, did you have a word?
I do have a word of the day. Let me go to my word.
Let me get my cards. I had put them. I put them up, took them out, put them up, took them out.
And I've been pulling cards. You encourage me to pull cards every day. In my privacy. I even got London and Nola pulling
What
empath deck
Nola
card.
be talking about? She's so funny to me.
Huh?
I said, what Nola be talking about? She's so funny.
Girl, girl, wow. Grown, funny, hilarious, keeping me in a present state of mind. Okay, so my word for the Merriam-Webster's word for the day is today, November the 2nd. Yes, November the 2nd. I've been saying the day is the 3rd. I have been all the way off. November the 2nd, 2025. The word of the day is arbitrary, and it's an adjective. And what it means, arbitrary describes something that is not planned or chosen for a particular reason. Excuse me, it is not based on reason or evidence or is done without concern for what is fair or right. Use this in a sentence. Because the committee wasn't transparent about the selection process, the results of the process appear to be wholly arbitrary. One more sentence. An arbitrary number will be assigned to each participant. So basically, arbitrary is not planned, it's just random as hell. There's no rhyme or reason behind it. They be, they be using arbitrary in the court system. So I wonder what
They
they
do.
mean. What it
That's what
means.
I was going to say. I had got a email one time from somewhere about an arbitrary. It's something happened about to not take them to court for arbitrary reasoning or some shit like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it says right here, it says rule arbitrary will rather than law. Hmm.
Huh? It say what?
It says something about radical action can never be justified unless kingship became tyranny. Rule by arbitrary instead of by law. So rule with no rhyme or reason. Law is opposite of arbitrary, sounds like. The law has rhyme, reason, it has purpose. Arbitrary does not.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. I pull from my empath empowerment deck. I pull remember your gifts, and it says focus on your blessings rather than dwelling on my
Hmm.
bad, adversity. Pause and give thanks for your gifts, such as your sensitivity, intuition, health, friendships, or family.
Oh wow. That's the one London pulled a few hours ago. Hmm.
For real?
Yes, that exact card.
Hmm. I hope she read it better than I did.
No, she pulled that. Focus on your gifts. Mm,
This
okay
was,
then.
but you got to on what's good rather than the adverse.
Mhm.
That
I
makes
agree.
sense though, cause you'll get stuck off in some shit like you was talking about. earlier and just can't get yourself out of it.
Ruminating, stuck in a cycle.
Man, mundane as hell. Hey, on that show, you gotta watch the first season of this shit. The
The
Wicked
one on
City.
Tubi.
Yes, they was talking about
Okay,
the
I'm gonna watch it.
mundane. It's good.
Yes.
Like the quality got better by the third season. It was like, oh, this is charm. But
Yeah.
the
It's Tubi, so I don't be tripping on the quality. I fuck with Tubi quantity. Quality
okay,
over.
okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
I fuck
You
with the
know
background, what they
the
talking about, the
visual.
message.
I seen that little TikTok where it had that fat dude running, and they talking about movies on two TV like this. They put the skinny dude in and jumped the rail, and they threw the black
What's the name of that show? What's the name of it?
Wicked City. They
Wicked.
it's happening in Atlanta.
Okay, 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 okay. Wicked City.
Oh, it's good. It's a black girl. And they got like a little
Okay.
turban and shit. Oh,
Okay, okay.
I done
Yeah, I'm gonna
folded
watch
these
this.
clothes on top of my little folder. Hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna watch this.
Last week I didn't fold my clothes. Not folding your clothes will ruin your week.
Not folding your clothes and make you throw all your shit away. And
It'll make you just wash everything over. Cause I don't this shit so wrinkled, I don't even know what the hell going on. Just put it
uh,
back in the washing machine. So I folded it this time. That way I won't be discombobulated. All right, you ready?
mm-hmm.
Okay, we are root of your root and soil of your soil, bone of your bone and blood of your blood. We boldly and graciously thank our ancestors for their guidance with our connection to source, to gain the peace in our mind, protection from monitoring spirits, and the ability to send negativity back to the sender, to have the wisdom to communicate truthfully from an open heart space and allowing forgiveness to continue in that open heart space. The clarity to see success and accept joy into our lives while sitting in a safe place. The ability to create necessities for health and good energy. We overstand, understand, and understand the strength and power that's being bestowed upon us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today, every day. Today and every day, Ashe.
Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Come on.
Don't start with that.
Hallelujah. That's our sister act.
Huh?
That's our sister act. Hallelujah. Hey, hallelujah.
Yeah, with you, bro.
No, I
Boy,
gotta
crazy.
no, I gotta do what I gotta do. All right. Until the next time, people.
All right.